I was all excited. I had it worked out to interview Coach Pete Atkins, who turns 100 years old this coming weekend.
Wow.
Next weekend, 1 week from today.
I think there'll be a big party at Jeff City.
There's going to be several of them, I think. But anyway, he's my old coach, and I was all excited about that. Thought maybe there'd be a chance this year. Well, unfortunately, what happened was the Jays, they made a clerical error and didn't have the count right and they were supposed to be 5A, so they ended up forfeiting a few games last year as a result of that. But they're in the right class this year. They're in 5A, so we don't have to worry about running into them.
Well, you talked about the district. Our district basically is our conference. The district is Bolivar, Carl Junction, Logan Rogersville, Marshfield, Matt County, who won the district last year, Monette, and West Plains. So that'll be our district. Last three in the
week 10.
Week 10.
Week 10 we'll play week 10 and 11.
So we might get week 10 off if we have a bye. Yeah. We're in the top of the district. So again, Matt County won the district last year. Much improved program. West Plains, I think, is going to be down just a little bit this year, but they're always going to have their chin straps on ready to come and hit you. Monette down as well. Carl Junction, that's one of those teams that are in our conference. We played them a few years back, and they were stacked. They were loaded. They actually beat Webb City that year. Yeah. But then they kind of go on a roller coaster, way up or way down. So it'll be interesting to see.
They play every year. I mean, they're right over there. They're sitting right there where they're playing Webb City and Joplin. That was part of who they played every year. And, you get something on them two teams time and time again, you're going to go up and down. It's just the way it is. But they always come prepared. Yeah. But playing up that better competition always prepares you. And that's what I kind of thought was going to happen with the Liberators, after what we've been going through the last few years. At first in the COC, we were too small, we couldn't compete. Well, we learned how to compete. Then we moved to the OC, and we were one of the smallest schools in the OC. We were playing 6A Kickapoo. Everybody else was 5A, Camdenton, Lebanon, Waynesville, Rolla. Bigger schools, but we learned how to compete. That first year we went in there, we played for how many conference championships did we play for? 3 and 5 years. So that's pretty good. The Liberators always step up to that challenge. So I was excited about this new schedule that came out for us. New blood with Osage, but Harrisonville.
Yep, I like that game.
Yeah, and then the rest of the the old COC and the old OC opponents. So. I was really excited, so hopefully the Liberators are talking it over in the locker room. They're going to come back out here and turn this game around.
Well, Hillcrest jumped to Class 5 this year. Parkview was Class 5 last year, but Hillcrest moved up, so they had been in our district prior. We got Monette instead of Hillcrest, and so it should be a good season. You are listening to the Shelter Insurance Halftime Show brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Please visit Craig Lehman and Bolivar about a free insurance review. We'll send it back to the studio. Hear a few commercials. We'll be right back with the Shelter Insurance Halftime Show. You're listening and watching Bolivar Liberators football on Your Country 99.
For nearly 70 years, Schuff Furniture has been your local family-owned furniture store, where you'll find quality home furnishings from Ashley, Best Home Furnishings, Sleeptronic, and Catnapper, all at affordable prices. And did you know Schuff Furniture offers free delivery within a large area of Bolivar? Just ask Kevin or Melinda for the details. Make your house a home with Schuff Furniture, your everyday good price furniture store, located 3 miles south of Bolivar, right off Highway 13.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Diana Andrews, 326-2636.
Sometimes it gets messy out there. When it does, call Southwest Sewer and Septic, your local heroes for emergency septic pumping, septic cleaning, and sewer line repairs. Plus, they now offer porta potties for your job site or special event. For more information, visit southwestsewerandseptic.com or call 417-326-4330. That's 417-326-4330. Southwest Sewer and Septic. They make the dirty work easy. Proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
You know what they say, if you want something done right, do it yourself. Well, that's great, except when it comes to electricity. Better call Warwick Electric, locally owned and operated since 2005. Warwick offers all types of electrical service, both commercial and residential, using top quality materials and following current electrical codes. They're fully insured and licensed, so you can trust them with your electrical needs. Don't do it yourself. Call Warwick Electric today at 417-327-3674.
At Animal Care Clinic, they're not just another veterinary clinic. They're your pet's best friend. Their team, led by Doctors Levin and Lindsay Roten, offer top-notch care for all animals, big and small. From intensive care and checkups to pet supplies and grooming, they've got it covered. Keep your furry friend healthy and happy. Schedule an appointment today at animalcarebolivar.com. That's animalcarebolivar.com. Animal Care Clinic. Their name says it all.
When it comes to buying tires, you don't need gimmicks and big sales. You need fair prices and great customer service. And that's exactly what you get at Atterbury's MFA Tire and Auto Center. And that's why Dwayne Atterbury continues the family tradition of a firm handshake and a great deal. So if you're looking for the right tire at the right price, come see Dwayne at Atterbury's MFA Tire and Auto Center today at 333 East Broadway in Bolivar. Attaboy, Atterbury.
Mr. Google wants you to think you can fix your car on the internet. If you can just figure out what's wrong without talking to those greedy dealers, you'll save lots of money. At Bill Grant Ford, our appointment book fills every week with people who started on Google. And you might be surprised to know the labor rate in our shop is not the highest in town. What we can do for you is bring experience and training to a world filled with internet noise. We encourage you to be informed when it comes to maintaining your vehicle. And when your vehicle starts asking for help, see why it's better in Bolivar at Bill Grant Ford.
Hey, Liberator fans, get your Liberator sports gear at B-Town Custom Apparel, your official Liberator sports boutique. Need t-shirts, vests, uniforms, hats, or promotional products for your business? They've got it all with customized screen printing, embroidery logo development, fundraising, and promotional items. Their talented graphic designers create unique designs just for you. Visit them online at btowncustomapparel.com. Also see them for your sign needs and UPS shipping. B-Town Custom Apparel, proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
Welcome back to Osage High School at the halftime. It's the Shelter Insurance Halftime Show. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance. Craig Lehman in Bolivar. Go see him about a free insurance review. It's 14-0 after one half of play, and the Liberators, I'm sure Coach LaSalle had some pretty stern words for the club in the locker room.
Motivational
words, yes. Motivational words would be good. The St. Louis Cardinals up in the hallowed grounds of Yankee Stadium, and it's 4-3 in the bottom of the eighth. Yankees with the lead. They have a runner on first with one out in the bottom of the eighth. And got to root our Cardinals on. Mizzou Tigers last night with a big win over Murray State. And college football's kicked off. High school football's kicked off. My favorite time of year, Clay. You got playoff-type baseball going everywhere. You got college and high school football. It's just a great time to be alive and be a sports fan.
NFL season kicking off next Thursday with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Forgot about that.
Oh, going to host the Baltimore Ravens on the Thursday night game, start the season. That should be a good ball game.
Well, right here tonight, the Liberators just need to kind of get their heads screwed on tight and take care of things mentally and execute, and I think we can get right back into this ball game.
Yeah, the Liberators will receive the kick here at the start the second half. So I didn't see it the first. I mean, we kicked off, but did we defer? Did they defer?
We deferred.
Okay, we deferred.
Yeah.
All right. So that seems to be the normal thing to do when you win the coin toss.
You know, defensively, they had the reverse to kind of caught the Liberators off guard. And then we gave them such good field position. The only the offensive play that's really worked the best for them is that student body left to right with Williams running the ball. And, you know, that's just a numbers game. You got to get everybody out there. And then you got to have a pretty big lad to bring down Williams because he is a big lad himself.
Yeah, he's got some big size on him, big bicep. I mean, he's a good-looking young athlete right there. And he can run a person over if you ain't watching yourself.
But they got to get their heads up and get them screwed on right and just execute and take care of business here in the second half. And
you said defensively, Maddox and Nate Neesmith and Logan Fun kind of leading the way right now for the Liberators tackling. We talked a minute ago, found out last week before the Jamboree that Mason McCurry, the senior, finished in the top 5 in the nation last year with 228 tackles. Now, he's got some pretty big pops out here tonight, but Neesmith and Fun getting it done also.
So we'll give you some more scores. The Branson Pirates up 3-0 over Harrison in the second quarter. Stratford 23, Liberty 8 in the second quarter. Capital City 21, Carl Junction 7 at half. Mountain Home 21, West Plains 7 second quarter. And Forsyth 16, Father Tolton 0 at the halftime. Thayer all over Hayti 16-14. That's a joke. But let's see if we got any other updates. No score on the Marionville Stockton game. I think that's going to be a good contest. And no
Branson,
changes, anything else.
You give that Branson 3-0.
Again, we'll be at Harrisonville next Friday night, and hopefully we'll have all the kinks worked out. It wasn't too hard. I know you were a little shit, but it was pretty similar to the system we ran last year, so I was a little more familiar. The changing of the scoreboard is a little bit easier on the old system, but this one works. We'll get it figured out and get it rolling pretty easily, and hopefully bring you a quality and entertaining broadcast every Friday night with the Bolivar Liberators.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting that third headset so Sutton can get in here.
We'll have some more extra commentary from our cameraman and my longtime color man, Sutton Medley. All right, that's going to wrap up the Shelter Insurance halftime show.
Got just under a minute to go before we take the field for the second half kickoff. The Liberators down 14-0. We've been sending Nichols back and Casey Gardner back deep for the return.
See if they will opt to do that again.
They had their first kickoff. They kind of hit a short one, hit it to about the 20, keeping it away from Casey and Nichols. But their second kickoff,
kicked out of the end zone.
He put it right down there in the end zone.
And he booted it out of the end zone.
Showed his leg strength. So
they were standing on about the 7, and he just ball landed about 3 yards deep in the end zone. I see the gold-plated trash can down there, the turnover can, and I'd like to see that thing opened up a few times tonight.
It'd be nice. The Liberators started a little, that was last year's little tradition. I think Coach A.J. Lynn, Coach Lynn, kind of brought that into play last year, I believe.
Of course, Jamie LaSalle, the head coach, the defensive assistant coaches Jacob LaSalle, Travis Gregory, Alan Pierre, and Charlie Karsten. Offensive coaches Austin Conrad, Clayton McCullough, Nathan DeRosset, and A.J. Lynn. And the kicker tees it up midfield at the 40. Kicking for the Indians again, number 84, Brady Clark. It will be Nichols and Casey to return, standing on their own 7. This one a booming kick, and that's going to go out of the end zone. That's about 2 yards deep. And so the Liberators take over 1st and 10 from their own 20 to start this third quarter, down 14-0 to the Indians of Osage.
Yeah, pretty good kick again right there. Young man's got some strength in that leg. Let's see, I'm betting Casey will take the first few snaps at quarterback.
Well, he's in the game. I don't know if he'll go to quarterback. I don't see Banner by the. Usually the banner would be right by the coaches. No, he's here. I see him. So Casey will be the quarterback. Jackson is lone setback. One receiver either side, man in the slot now, back on the far side. Now when the near side slot man goes in motion, Casey going to keep. He drives up the middle Kicks it to the outside, still going, picks up the first down and then some, and runs out of bounds at the 42-yard line and knocks a Indian over doing it. And that will be another Hometown Mattress first down.
Outstanding job by Casey. It was all cluttered up right up there in the middle. He had no place to go. He did a great job bouncing it hard out to the right side, streaked up the sideline for 22 yards.
So 1st and 10 for the Liberators. They start the second half off on the right note. One receiver either side, up back on the far side, slot man on the near side. The up back goes in motion. They pitch it to him, and he cuts it upfield a little bit quick. He should have got around the block of Jackson. That was McCurry carrying. He still picks up 4 yards. But if he'd been a little more patient, Clay, I think if he had got around the backside of Jackson, he would have probably picked up another first down.
Yeah, last week during the Jamboree, we talked about his patience. He did a good job of kind of chopping his feet a little bit, slowing that, and not going full tilt the whole time. He just about passed Jackson, so he needs to let them be able to set that block point.
Same formation for the Liberators, and they send Neesmith in motion, and going to keep it all the way is Casey, and he's going to get no gain on the play. They can't bring him down, but they stop his forward progress. Maybe a yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and a long 5, short 6 for the Liberators with 10:57 remaining here in the third quarter.
I like what I'm seeing right now. The Liberators got a little bit of momentum going here on the first drive of here of the second half.
Casey stays in the quarterback. They all look at the wristbands. Now they send the man in the slot in motion. They pitch it to him. He gets behind Jackson this time. That's McCurry, and he'll pick up the first down. He got his legs swept underneath him. But that is enough for the first down. That's a Hometown Mattress first down.
Boy, I thought he got about another 4 there, but they're going to say he stepped out of bounds.
Well, maybe it's not. Oh, now move the chain.
Yeah.
They're right at the line. So, again, that's a Hometown Mattress first down.
Is that Mason?
Yep, Mason McCurry on the carry.
6-yard
This time, both of them in the flanker position. Nichols goes in motion, and penalty flag.
Don't tell me.
Illegal procedure. Yep, I see him waving his hands over there.
Going to be the 6th one of the evening for the Liberators, and that just hurts the momentum so bad right there. You got a little something going, you finally got a little something going, and all of a sudden you, instead of facing a 1st and 10 or 1st and 6 or whatever, you just stop the clock and move backwards 5 yards. So
first and 15 with 10:28 remaining in the third. Casey in the shotgun. Jackson on the far side of him. 2 receivers near side. One goes in motion, and they pitch it to him, and he's going to get up there and try and get the corner turned. He doesn't. Good open field tackle by the Indian strong safety, Landon Childs. Carrying the ball for the Liberators, Evan Nichols couldn't get the corner turned. If he gets around Childs, he does get the corner. It's a loss of 1, 2nd down and 16. Jackson on the near side of Casey. Now again, that's Neesmith in motion. Casey on a straight quarterback keeper, kicks it to the outside, crosses the 50, and is brought down at about the 48-yard line. Another good open field tackle.
Taking the legs right out from underneath him. I'll tell you what, Casey's a big man.
Strong guy.
Yeah, so they're not going high on him, that's for sure. They just went right down and chopped him.
That was Dupay from his corner position. 3rd and 10 for the Liberators. Chad Dupay is his uncle. His cousin actually was an all-star at Ozark, and his dad coached there. And then last year he transferred to Branson. He's now at Emporia State. And Dupay, man, his dad was the superintendent here, Brent Dupay, at Osage. Casey rolls to the far side and under some pressure throws right as he's hit, and is picked off by the Indians. They're going to have the ball first and 10 from their own 30, and Casey is real slow to get up. He took a shot right across the legs. Looks like maybe he might have got his hand in there. And he's coming off the field, and he doesn't come off the field very often.
No, he doesn't. He's in on every play. Yeah, I had a linebacker that I think that was a strong safety over there that just came upfield. He didn't fall for any of that fake at all. He seen Casey kind of doing that bootleg or that roll out to the right side there, and he just read it perfectly and just took his legs right out from under him, hit him hard.
So first and 10 from their own 30 for the Indians. They get in the power formation, one receiver out to the far side.
And they jump.
And they do jump, so they shoot themselves in the foot.
That guard was pulling, their right guard was pulling, and he came out there about a half second.
No, they called on the Liberators.
Oh, my.
So it's first and 5, and again, a penalty. Lots of self-destruction tonight for the Libs.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I'm watching that line of scrimmage.
I thought their guard jumped out a little bit. They come right back with that same power formation, and they go straight dive off the left tackle. And Williams, the carry, he picks up about 4 on the play, second down and 2.
That happened opposite us there, and I couldn't tell who took his legs out from under him. I'm going to guess it was Bunn over there.
So second down and a short 2 for the Indians. 8:33 left to play. They're up 14-0, and have pretty well controlled the ball game after the first 2 offensive series for each team. And the Pistols, Trusty, running back on the far side. Williams behind him. He's looking to throws down the far sideline to Dupay. He outruns his defender and goes out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a first down for the Indians, and all the momentum, Clay, is on the Osage side right now.
Yeah, no question about it that Casey Gardner was running with that receiver. I'll tell you what, that's a nice pass. That's a long, deep ball for high school football right there, about 45 yards in the air, and just put it right over Casey's head and right into the cradled arms of the receiver.
Back shoulder, what do they call that, back shoulder?
They used to call that, he underthrew it, but now it's a back shoulder.
And Trusty with a nice pass, and that gives the Indians the first down. Dupay will come wide to the near side, split backfield, Trusty under center. They run a little straight dive on the right side. Williams picks up about 2 yards, maybe 3.
Yeah, the whole D line right there in on that stop. He gave him 2 yards on that. It's a big pile down there. It's hard to kind of pick out who exactly is making those tackles.
So second down and 8 for the Indians. And I think they expect it to be good this year. They have had a big crowd. They've got an atmosphere, Clay. They were tailgating in the parking lot. They've got a huge marching band, a big bunch of cheerleaders, and you can tell this is an event for the folks up here at Osage Beach.
Yeah, and it's
from the pistol. They pitch to Williams to the near side. That's that student body left that they've had so much success with, and he runs out of bounds at the 11 or 12 there. Yep, he's on the 16. Nope. Yep. Bunn on the push out. That's enough for a first down.
And the ball is 17-yard line.
Trusty brings the play in from the far sideline.
Liberators,
Coach Shannon Jolly.
Liberators kind of having a little, the defenders trying to run off the field, and coaches are sending them back on. So,
and the gun. Hands off to Williams. Good job there. They get him wrapped up in the backfield for no gain. Maybe about a 2-yard loss. You see who that was?
Sam Harless right there. He's doing a good job over there on that part DN spot.
Assistant coaches for Shannon Jolly are David Austin, Graham Bockham, John Baumstark, P.J. Bledsoe, J.C. Brandt, Jared Brooks, Chris Butler, Jake Evans, Rob Heimbrock, Zach Hess, and Mike Williams.
Oh, yeah.
You know any of them? Mm-hmm. I don't know any of them either.
The only one I knew was Jolly, and like I said, I think he did coach up at Jeff City at one point.
from the pistol, man on the near side of him, one behind him. He's going to roll to the near side. The throws in the far end zone to Dupay, and there's a flag on the play. Dupay kind of pushed off. That may be the call. That may be offensive pass interference, but the ball was incomplete. I don't even know if it was catchable. Now the official down there saying to Maddox Neesmith, you were elbowing him going down the line.
So they're going to call it on the Liberators, apparently. It got around the corner on me from our viewpoint up here. I wasn't able to see what was happening.
So the head linesman talking to the Indians. Still haven't seen the official call, just realizing that the official back there was talking. Pass interference to Liberators. They're going to move the ball down to the 10-yard line, where it will be second down and about 4.
That's not an automatic first in high school.
And they go dive play to Williams. He drives forward, picks up maybe 2 yards.
Bung with the tackle.
4-yard gain on the play. That'll be enough for another Osage. There's 6 goals for the Indians.
So first and goal to go for Osage from the 6-yard line.
Got 6:20 to go here in the third quarter, so the Liberators really need to come up big here and try to get this defensive stop.
Yeah, and if Osage punches this in, the Liberators have to score on their next possession.
No question.
It's going to be ball game over.
No question about it.
Power formation for the Indians, split backfield, and they run the little counter, and the big fullback gets just his second carry of the game, picks up about 3.
Excuse me. Timeout.
Timeout for water break. We'll take a timeout as well. You're watching and listening to Bolivar Liberator football on Your Country 99.
They've gone before us, they've taught us to live life to its fullest and to treat every moment as a precious treasure. Now it's time to celebrate their life. Hi, I'm Kyle with Butler Funeral Home, and we are committed to you and your family ensuring that every detail and personal wish is met for your loved one's funeral service, so that you have time to reflect and celebrate the life. And with one of the largest chapels in Missouri, you can celebrate with plenty of friends and family. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home, located in Bolivar and Humansville, or online at butlerfuneralhome.com. Celebrate life with Butler Funeral Home.
Hey gang, wherever you are, CNC Farm and Home in Bolivar and Lebanon has you covered. Complete clothing department for both men and women. Their hardware, electrical, and plumbing departments have what you need to get that job done right. For the farm, CNC has fencing supplies from pipe gates, barbed wire, and animal health supplies. And for our furry friends, CNC has toys, both cat and dog food, and of course, dog houses. You can depend on the Colemans at CNC Farm and Home in Bolivar and Lebanon.
Hey, this is Paul at CNC Farm and Home Supply. If you have the questions, we have the answers.
Welcome back to Osage High School. And second down to go from the 4. Third quarter, 5:54 left in the third quarter. And the Indians knocking on the door. Power formation with the split backfield. And Trusty going to keep it himself, and he's going to get in. Touchdown, Indians.
Yeah, he made a dive for it and got in. The Liberators looked like they had him boxed in right there, but he just dove right across for the score. Bring that to 20-0 with 5:49 to go in the third.
So the 4-yard touchdown run puts the Indians up 20-0, and we'll see what we get on this kick. It is up, and it is good.
The extra point is good with 5:49 remaining in the first quarter. Your score is 21.
All right, Matt, you said it a minute ago, if they did get in, the Liberators are going to have to score on this possession. I believe you have to score before the end of the quarter.
Yep, you got to score on this possession. Even if it's a field goal, you got to score, and you got to keep them off the field
right
for the rest of this quarter. Don't forget that if you're listening on Your Country 99, you can also watch us on MoSportsZone.com, and the games will be archived, so you can go back and watch them again and again. But that's MoSportsZone.com, And if you're watching this on MoSports.com, you can also listen on KYO. There won't be an archive on that. That's Your Country 99. I'm going to have a hard time not saying KYO all the time. Your Country 99.
Your Country 99. You can also go to yourcountry99.net or .com and listen that way if you're not in the radio range. But you can listen to it.
If you're in downtown Rimby, you can listen to it.
There you go.
All right. Casey and back to receive, and that is fumbling the ball with the Liberator tailback. He kicks it to the outside. He picks up about 10 and fumbles it again, and I believe the Indians have recovered. That's Nichols. He had the carry, and Osage does have the ball inside the 20-yard line of the Liberators. A couple players down, one for the Liberators and one for the Indians.
The Indians is a cramp. They're working his leg.
Far sideline is, I believe that's Nichols.
And I think they're both cramps. They got their legs up in the air, being stretched out.
Well, the Yankees beat the Cardinals 6-3 up in New York today. Just got that in. It shouldn't be too much cramping. It's not that hot a night. Let's see here. 75 degrees.
The Liberators look like what they were doing right there. Right off the get-go, Nichols let that ball get into his body and bounced off his pads, but it looked to me like they were going to do that cross. Nichols and Casey were going to cross and, either fake a handoff or go ahead and give that exchange and try to reverse field positions right there. So it kind of messed the timing up completely right from the get-go on that bobble, but he was able to pick it up, and he just tried to make the best he could out of nothing, back down there on about the 3-yard line. Gets it out to about the 15 and gets hit and coughs the ball up. So we're going to give the ball over to them at about the 20. That's recovered on the 22, does it look like? 21-yard line.
Let's see where they're at. They're going to spot it, I believe, at the 22.
20. The clock is showing it over at 20.
The stick's on the 22, though, looks like. So we'll see what they get. And now the Liberator defense, who just got off the field after giving up about 60 yards, is going to have to come back out and keep the Indians packed within this 20-yard frame.
Yeah, we're going to be spending a lot of time on the field defensively. And, just about everybody out there is a two-way starter. So that kind of takes it out of you a little bit on the offensive side of the ball right now.
And that's the same on both sides, though, too, Clay. Dupay will come wide to the near side. Trusty in the pistol has a back on the near side, and one behind him. That's Williams. And the handoff to Williams off tackle on the far side. He drives forward, picks up about 3 on the carry.
Williams, the ball carrier.
Garner Casey, one of the first ones in there. I think Mason is coming off that pile. Aiden Esrick's coming off that pile, and Logan Roberts coming off that pile.
Didn't gain as much as I thought, just about a 1-yard pickup, second down and 9. Hard to see over on that far hash. I don't see how you can see through the window with the glare. Dupay will go wide to the far side. They'll go with the power formation, split backfield. And they hand it off to the second back, and he drives forward. Can you get a number on that?
Mason.
That's Drake Williams. He's a sophomore, 6 foot 170. I wonder if that is the brother of Aiden Williams.
McCurry and Bunn in on that stop.
Two gain of 4. 3rd and 5 for the Indians. 4:27 left to play here in the third.
I think that these Indians are probably going to be in 4-down territory.
Their kicker's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think he could kick a field goal from here.
Let him get a little game experience doing one. We need a big
Stevens, and he goes wide to the far side with Dupay this time. Stevens has a touchdown. And Trusty looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone by the Liberators. And the intended receiver was Dupay. And the Liberators get the interception. That's a big break for Bolivar. We have to keep him out of the end zone. That's one way to do it.
Yeah, that's going to be number 3, Connor Neal, with a big interception. That if they get and score right there, I think that's going to be ball game for us. I don't see it with what we've shown so far. I don't see us being able to put 4 scores up on the board in 16 minutes.
So new life for the Liberators as they have the ball 1st and 10 from their own 20 with 4 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, down 21-0. Got to score on this drive. And looks like Banner's in at quarterback. He has Jackson in the backfield with him. One receiver wide to either side, and
Casey's way out on the right.
Casey's wide out to the right. Got an up back just off the line of scrimmage on either side.
Oh, they were waiting on the player that was injured in the back of the end zone that we didn't see.
So we're ready to go now. Liberators can get a little air.
So he's cramped up.
Yeah, he's walking like
Frankenstein over there. Oh, that hurts.
I've never had that problem playing football. You just have to drink a lot of water beforehand and during. Now the up back comes in motion from the far side. The handoff up the middle to Jackson, and he's going to pick up a couple yards on the carry.
2 yards, 3 yards.
So 2nd down and 8. And Banner in the quarterback again. Same formation, but they bring the wide out on the near side in a little tighter. Banner going to throw. Has time. Loops it down the middle, and it's picked off at the 43-yard line, going the other way, and running it all the way down to the 10, to the 1. And they're going to be touchdown. They say touchdown with a pick 6 for the Indians. And that puts them up 27-0. And they'll bring in their kicker. He hasn't missed one all night. And he's had plenty of distance. They need to get more people on the field, though. Now they're on, timeout, or flag, too many people, illegal procedure. How can it be illegal procedure? They weren't set. They were substituting with 12 seconds on the clock, so they're moving back 5 yards. I could see an illegal substitution call there.
Yeah, I'm not sure how they came up with that one. But regardless, they're going to do the kick here, and it's going to probably be good. It is good. Making the score 28-8.
We'll take a short break. We'll be right back. You're listening and watching Bolivar Liberator football in your country 99.
CMH Orthopedic and Spine Center in Bolivar offers walk-in orthopedic care Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Available to children and adults, the clinic provides non-emergent care for orthopedic injuries, such as fractures, dislocations, sport injuries, and shoulder, hip, and knee pain. No appointment is necessary. For more information, you can visit them on the web or call 417-777-2663.
Since 1912, thousands of Southeast Missourians have turned to Douglas Hahn Heidemann for their legal needs. Specializing in personal injury, wrongful death, bankruptcy, business law, workers' compensation, and estate planning, they're here to fight for your rights. With decades of experience, their dedicated team delivers the results you deserve. When it matters most, Douglas Hahn Heidemann is the name to remember. For consultation, visit dhhlawfirm.com and let them put their expertise to work for you. Because at Douglas Hahn Heidemann, they know the art of winning.
Welcome back to Osage High School. It was a pick six for the Indians. They go up 28-0 on the interception. About a 43-yard return. The ball was thrown from the 23, and they will be kicking off to the Liberators, and this one's going to go out of the end zone. It'll be a touchback for Bolivar. They'll take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. The 3:09 left to play in the third quarter, down by 28. And we talked about they needed to score then. Now it's really, if they don't score here, we're liable to be in the turbo clock in the fourth quarter.
Very well could be. Very well could be. Defense is kind of surprising me. We watched them fly around the field last week and, held the three opponents that we had in the Jamboree. Of course, nobody really shows everything they got, but it's night and day compared to last week.
Chapel Banner back in at quarterback, 2 receivers wide to either side. Jackson in the backfield with him. We're short of linemen. Now we get him in there. That's the kind of stuff that really drives coaches nuts.
Oh, like you wouldn't.
Banner throws over in the far flats and knocked down incomplete. And that was about a half a step from being another pick six.
Okay, that's Casey over there. He's trying to throw it.
Trying to throw it to Casey, get him in space. So 2nd down and 10 for the Liberators. They only ran 5 seconds off the clock with the incomplete pass. 3:04 left to play here in the third.
It's a 2nd down and 10.
Banner in the quarterback, Jackson on his far side, and they send the F back in motion. They hand it off to him. That's Connor Neal. He breaks it to the outside, crosses the 20, and then just gets shellacked. As they got a hold of his ankles, and he was stood up, and he was just target practice for a couple linebackers.
Yeah, there was nothing they could do at that point in time. I'm just glad he held on to the ball. Zero yards there.
No gain, no loss. 3rd and 10.
We've got the 3rd down and 10.
Well, the other thing is at least you got to get a couple first downs, Clay, because you can't play this, keep giving them this good field position. And we're looking at a 3rd and 10. We're going to pick it up. We're going to be punting from our own end zone. 2 receivers far side. 2 stacked up here on the near side, tied to the line of scrimmage. Far side receiver comes in motion. Chapel fakes the reverse, pitches over on the far side to Casey. He's got the catch in the first down. It'll be a gain of 12 on the play. And that will be another hometown mattress first down for the Liberators.
That's the first completed pass of the second half. I didn't have it clear on the other side of the field there, but did that ball hit him in the chest and pop up? Did he have to make a second grab on it?
No, I think it hit him in the chest. It was a well-thrown ball. He just didn't quite get it.
Kind of looked like it popped up in the air there for just a brief second.
So Banner will be back in the quarterback. Ball on the far hash, spotted at the 35-yard line.
Nichols out here.
Nichols coming to the near side. No, is that Nichols or Polk?
Number 3, I believe.
Number 3 is Neal. And we got an illegal procedure again. What's that, 7?
Delay a game.
Oh, delay a game.
So look at the penalty. 6 illegal procedures, 1 delay a game, 1 illegal substitution, 2 men on the field. Just
1 pass interference.
Just some mental errors here. Okay, the pass interference is one thing, but that's it in the game. These others are just dead ball fouls. You're doing it yourself.
So Neal wide to the near side. Both the other receivers in the slot back position. They hand off to Jackson up the middle. He drives forward for a couple tough yards. Well, man, he got that. He was so deep in the backfield, he may have just got back to the line of scrimmage.
5 on that.
So 2nd down and 10.
He's on the 2nd down and 10.
We got a big first down. We need to get another 1 or 2. 1:09 left to play here in the third quarter.
Casey's now in the slot.
Banner in the gun. Now, man goes in motion. They hand off to Jackson. He crosses the 40, gets up to about the 42-yard line. Nice little run there by the junior tailback. I thought he would have a bigger night tonight, too. Clay, he looked really good in the Jamboree.
Yeah, and, like I said, we haven't seen him in 2 years. As a freshman, he was playing a little varsity ball and looked really good. I think he went to Shawnee Mission, if I'm not mistaken, and but back down here at Bolivar now.
Two receivers either side. They send the far side slot man in motion. They hand off to Jackson, and they were waiting for him right there, and he's just wrapped up and slammed to the ground by Caden Langer, the 5'10", 170-pound junior tackle. And that's going to end the quarter. 13 seconds left to 11 count down.
Brings up fourth down.
Fourth and 8. Looking at 4th and 8. Let's see if they'll have took the field. We're going to take a short break after 3 quarters of play. It is Osage 28, Bolivar 0. You're listening and watching Bolivar Liberator football on Bolivar, on KYOO, Your Country 99.
Who's keeping you toasty this winter? For more than 30 years, Jim and Roberta Doak have been keeping folks warm in Polk County. They offer propane delivery, new system installs, new and used propane tanks, bottled propane, and so much more. They deliver clean, affordable American propane in a fast, friendly, and courteous manner that you can depend on. If you're on the fence about what propane company to use this year, give them a call at 326-6111 or visit them just a block north of historic downtown Bolivar. Doak Propane, a proud sponsor of Liberator football.
If you haven't been to Kathy's Pasta lately, you haven't been. New ownership brings an updated menu and new atmosphere that'll enhance your dining experience. Indulge your senses with not only premium pastas, but juicy ribeye steak, tender filet mignons, and succulent seafood that's bursting with flavor, all while getting exceptional service. Kathy's Pasta. Come taste what's new. Located on Main Street in Bolivar across from the post office. Kathy's Pasta, where every dish is a celebration.
Welcome back to Osage High School. Fourth quarter action just underway. Liberators looking at a 4th down and 7. Going for their own 39. They're going to go for it. Banner in the quarterback. 2 receivers either side. Jackson the lone setback and another illegal procedure penalty.
Legal procedure against Bolivar.
Unbelievable. There's our 7th. And now,
5-yard penalty remains 4th down.
Yeah, we had 12 to go. Now we got 17 to go. I don't think that we can afford to go for this. Well, we're going to.
They're going to go for it. It's 4th down and 12.
All right, I like where Howie's thinking positive here. Let's see what happens.
Banner from the gun. Pump fake. He's going to have to tuck it and run now, and he breaks one tackle. Breaks another tackle. Can he get across? He does. First down, Liberator. It's a 12-yard run by Chapel, about a 13-yard run by Chapel Banner to pick up the first down, and that'll be another Hometown Mattress first down.
Wow. All right, I didn't know if he was going to make that or not.
I didn't either. He broke a couple tackles and pretty tough running for the sophomore.
Breathes a little life into the Liberators. They can build on that.
Looking at a 1st and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Chapel will stay in the quarterback. One receiver to the near side, up back on the near side. They send the far side slot in motion, handoff to Jackson up the middle, and he picks up about 4 yards on the carry. And it looks like maybe the Osage Indians might be getting a little bit tired, Clay.
Well, let's hope.
Almost called you Sutton. Sorry. Old habits are hard to break.
I understand.
Getting on that. Stop for Osage. Pick up a 5. Brings up the 2nd down. Hit 5.
Dangerous pass. It's a short pass, but if it's a backwards pass.
And it's going to be a 2-yard loss on the play, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
He's got a 3rd down and 7.
Chapel will stay in the quarterback. Casey will be the up back on the near side. 2 receivers out to the far side, 1 to the near side. Now Casey goes in motion. They pitch it to him, looking for a lead block by Jackson. He gets it, kicks it to the outside. It'll be just short of the first down, and I'm sure we're going to go for it here, Clay.
Oh, without a doubt. You know, we went for it a minute ago deep in our own territory when we had, 17 to get or 12 to get. And so I'm sure we're going to get this, or go for it anyway.
It'll be 4th and 2. We're going to spot the ball on the Indians' 44-yard line. Everybody's going to have to get to the 42. Casey White out to the near side. What do we got now?
Timeout.
Osage.
There you
So
go.
that timeout, we'll take one as well. You're listening and watching Bolivar Liberator football on Your Country 99.
You're listening to 99.1 KYOO, halfway, 1200 AM KYOO, and 102.9 K275 CD Bolivar.
You'll find everything you need to turn the great outdoors into your own personal playground at Hobby Time. From ATVs, UTVs, and motorcycles to Falcon bass boats, Avalon pontoons, and firearms for every season. Hobby Time is the toy store for the outdoor enthusiast. Located just north of Bolivar off Highway 13. Get into the outdoor game with Hobby Time. Proud sponsors of Liberator Sports.
For all your furniture and bedding needs, visit Hometown Mattress and Furniture, where we liquidate prices, not quality. Come see our great quality mattresses and furniture closeouts. You will not find more bang for your buck on pillow tops, Euro tops, temper-grade foam mattresses, and adjustable bases. Same for sofas, sectionals, recliners, bedroom, and dining room furniture. From budget to luxury, we got it all. Payment programs available, same as cash, no credit needed. Check out our many great reviews on Facebook and Google. We will treat you right and earn your 5-star review. Hometown Mattress and Furniture, where we liquidate prices, not quality. 451 South Springfield Avenue, Bolivar, Missouri.
Welcome back to Osage High School. It's 4th down and 2 for the Liberators. After the official timeout for the water break. And they run a double reverse and cutting up the middle, and he's going to be short. Couldn't see who finally got the ball. He transferred it about 3 times.
Going to be 3. That's
Neal, Connor Neal.
So we turned the ball over on downs, and he needed 3, and he got 2, right?
Yep.
Unfortunate. That play actually kind of surprised me. It didn't surprise Osage. They were kind of laying in wait, but I think if the first back around would have carried on, he could have picked up the first down. But when Neal had come so deep to get the handoff, these guys still hadn't flowed over, and they were all there to tackle him. So 1st and 10 from their own 44 for the Indians, up 28-0 with 9:28 remaining in the ball game. From the pistol, Trusty hands off to Williams. He breaks it up to about near midfield. Mason McCurry in on the tackle, and Casey Gardner.
6-yard gain.
You're going to hear that a lot.
And 4 for Osage. Dennis Field.
How many total tackles did McCurry have last year?
228.
And that's how many average per game? And played 11 games?
20.888 something. That's incredible. It truly is.
Of course, now he's called upon to be on both sides of the ball. That may shut down some of his tackles. 2 receivers near side for Trusty. He's in the pistol, man on his near side. In the backfield is Williams. They hand it off to Williams. They're just going to chew up the clock now. He gets just short of the first down and bring up 3rd and 1 for Osage.
Logan Bunn on the stop right there, first man to him, gets him wrapped up. Just short of the first down. Yeah, they're gonna take their time. They'll milk this play clock every time.
They won't have to snap the ball till the 8-minute mark. Dupay will come wide to the near side. Also coming out here in the slot is number 41, Jason Collins. Trusty steps up under center with the split backfield, and we jump off sides and give him the first down.
Yep, we're not even going to make them run the play to get it for them.
Got to be over 100 yards in penalties.
Yeah, 5 at a time. 5 yards at a time. Except the pass interference, it was 15, and the illegal substitution, which was 15.
Yeah. And I don't think Osage had one penalty. That was the illegal procedure down on the extra point.
Right. But receiver's lined up offside right now. I'm looking right down the line right in front of me.
No, I think he's okay. High snap. Trusty takes it. Hands off to Williams. He works to the outside. He's going to take that one to the house. He broke through a couple arm tackles, and that will be a 42-yard touchdown romp by Aiden Williams. .7:32 in the fourth, and this is becoming a bloodbath. 42-yard run. Start if they get the extra point, it'll start the turbo clock.
Yep. I'm just really surprised.
Snap is back and the kick is up and it is good.
Well, checks the point is good. With 7:32 remaining in the game, your score is Scooby Osage, 35.
And the crowd here loving it at Osage. Update you on some scores.
Except the one part of that crowd that's down there in blue.
No score from Webb City and Lebanon. Like I said, I think that would be a good game. Nixa all over Republic. It's final 49-14. And Kickapoo 7, Joplin 2 still in the second quarter on reporting. Carthage demolishing Waynesville 55-7 in the fourth quarter. Ozark all over Willard 44-6 in the fourth quarter. Hillcrest with a 20-0 lead over Springfield Central in the third. Neosho 14, that's a first quarter score, that won't matter. Ava beating Buffalo 32-7 at half. Marshfield 6, Parkview nothing at half. Reed Spring 8, Rogersville nothing in the fourth quarter. Mount Vernon still reporting halftime 7-0 over the Hound Dogs of Aurora. And Nevada up by 20 over Monette in the third quarter. Marionville 36, Stockton 14 into the third. Branson 3-0 over Harrison in the second. No update there. Capital City 21, Carl Junction 7 at the half. And the Indians set the kickoff to the Liberators. It's another scribber right into the hand of the up back. Catches it to 23 to the 25 to the 30 to the 35. And finally brought down at the 40-yard line.
I think that's Neesmith.
Nice return. I thought it was number 4, too.
Yeah, Neesmith.
That's your own 41-yard line.
Maddox Neesmith. I mean, that's a bullet coming at him, and it's like a knuckleball. And he did a good job.
Right in the breadbasket. Yeah. He held on to it. He kind of startled him, but he got some speed and got a good return. The turbo clock is in effect, so that will not stop unless the Liberators can score or call a timeout or we have an injury.
Yeah, it's just running over there, so
this next 7 minutes will go pretty quickly. Chapel Banner in a quarterback. One receiver to the far side.
No, that's Casey.
Oh, that's Casey, sorry. Rolls to the far side, throws. Has his man at the 45, and he's driven out of bounds there. And they're doing that for a first down. That would be another hometown mattress first down for the Liberators.
Hey, Cramp, I can't get a number on him. I think that's number 3.
That would be Connor Neal.
Yeah.
I saw his family down there. He is a fourth-generation Liberator football player.
How would that go for?
Go for what?
How many yards?
Oh, it was a 17-yard pass play. So Casey still in at quarterback.
45-yard line.
Now they send McCurry in motion. They hand off to Jackson up the middle, and he gets maybe 3 yards, maybe 2, so 2 to 3 yards. Clay, I had the opportunity. I got the Coach Potts show from Annie. I finally got it on the disc. I listened to it on my way to St. Louis last weekend, and it was really good. I mean, we had about an hour and a half special in the game. The Patton kid runs out of bounds. I mean, it was the most bizarre game I've ever seen finish. We wound up scoring and getting the 2-point conversion with no time remaining to win the ball game and give Coach Potts his final victory in his last game. And really, really interesting. And we need to get it the Potts family found it somehow, and it was cut up on a stick. I'd really like to get it in its entirety.
Yep.
Really worth listening to. And I've had several ex-Liberators talk about one of the things they were talking about the Neals. Stevie Neal ran in the extra point and the winning touchdown.
Well, yeah, that would be kind of neat to get that and listen to it.
I've got it on a stick. My problem was I didn't have any place to listen to the stick, but I found out I could put it in my car, and it's about a 4.5-hour deal, so it was pretty good on my trip to St. Louis to something to listen to. So after the timeout, Liberators will have it 2nd down and a long 8, short 9. Casey in at quarterback.
We're going to 2nd down and 9.
Now McCurry in motion from the near side. Casey going to throw, pump fakes. Now he's going to have to tuck it and run, and he runs out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 7 for the Liberators. See where they spot him. No, not a very good spot.
I don't know if they gave him anything.
They didn't give him anything. So 3rd and 9. 5.5 minutes left in this one. Liberators not the way they want to start their 2024 campaign, down 35-0 with 5.5 minutes left here on the road at Osage. They got them all stacked up tight this time. Casey takes the snap, rolls to the near side, under some pressure, goes out to the far side.
Got wide open
gets a couple blocks. He's got a lot of running room. He can pick up the 1st down. He does, and gets out of bounds and takes a shot after picking up 14 yards on the carry.
Yeah, good job there by realizing that he was the only person headed to that side of the field, and he just tucked it and went. That's a big play right there. Unfortunately, the clock continues to run.
We'd at least like to get in the end zone in this thing. Have some positive to work off of.
You know, a little different. Every play we've gone to a huddle this year. Every play. And, you know, Osage did the same thing. It's really kind of slowed I bet you we're going to run 25 to 30 plays fewer than what we had last year.
One receiver wide to the far side, and we got is it another illegal procedure? Yep.
Delay game.
Delay game.
Against ball.
So we'll move that back 5 yards.
It's just, you know, your 1st and 10, you got to get something positive. But instead we get 7, 8, 9 5-yard penalties.
And all these penalties, as you said, they come at the most inopportune time. We just get a little momentum, then we go backwards.
We go from 1st and 10 to 1st and 15, and that's probably at least the 5th or 6th time this game we've done that.
Same formation for the Liberators. They fake the handoff to Jackson. Casey rolls to the near side. Left-hander looking to throw. Lobs it over to his tight end, and he makes the catch, and he's dropped at the 39-yard line. And they won't get him back to the original line of scrimmage. He gets about 3. Making the catch was Maddox Neesmith.
Jake Williams on the stop for Osage. Ball to 2, brings up a 2nd down and 12.
2nd and 12.
2nd and 12. Could have been 2nd and about 7 had we not had the penalty. All the Liberators looking at the wristbands. Now they send the man in motion from the far side. Casey looking to throw across the middle and almost incomplete. Intended receiver was McCurry.
McCurry's got a little speed on him.
Hunter Schreiber on the coverage for Osage.
And it falls incomplete with 2.5 minutes left to play in this one.
He's got the 3rd down at 12.
2.5 to go for the Liberators. Down 35. You got to look for some positives here. Let's just see what we can do here. Let them know 1st down, a touchdown. Get in the end zone.
Gardner Casey takes the snap. I don't think it was a straight quarterback draw, but he turned it into that, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards, but he'll be short of the first down. They'll bring up fourth down and about 5, and we will go for it with about 52 remaining in the ball game.
He's got a fourth down and 6.
Fourth down and 6. 2 receivers out to the far side, 2 to the near side. Jackson in the backfield with Casey. Takes the snap, looking, under some pressure. Now he evades one tackle, but is dropped at the 35-yard line. And the Indians will take over 1st and 10 there with 1:19 remaining. I guess they stopped the clock on the change of possession.
Change of possession. I would have thought it kept running, but...
Now they do start it, so they'll probably just take a knee, I would say, and I would think be over with. 21 on the play clock, less than a minute on the game clock. And Trusty comes up. They are in the victory formation. And he does take the knee with 41 seconds remaining, and they will have to snap, I believe. Nope, they haven't started the play clock yet. They will not have to snap the ball again. And the Liberators start the 2024 season with a 35-0 loss to the Osage Indians on the road. And they fall to 0-1 on the year. Indians go to 1-0.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending tonight's ball game. Final score, School Osage 35.
And that'll do it. 35-0. The Osage Indians against the Liberators. And your game sponsor, Mid-Missouri Bank. A better way to do your banking. And we thank our first down sponsor, Hometown Mattress. We didn't get to do any work electric touchdowns tonight. Wanted to, but just didn't happen that way as the Liberators just struggled mentally, I would say, Clay.
Yeah, it wasn't their very best performance by any means. And, you know, we talking on breaks here. I'm just absolutely kind of surprised and taken back after what we've seen last week. You know, I thought, no, these Liberators look really good. It's going to be a good season. I mean, everybody was excited and performed well last week during the Jamboree. But, you know, I don't know. I mean, this was a complete turnaround. I told you it's just day and night. The mental mistakes that took place tonight, the just unforced penalties that just keep setting us back. And every time you get a little something going, 5 yards. Yep, 5 yards backwards. 5 yards backwards.
That was the biggest thing. It just came every time you got a little momentum, we would have a penalty that we created that, you know, wasn't a game penalty. Like I said, you don't care so much about the pass interference. Sure, it's a penalty, but if he doesn't make that, it's going to be a touchdown. So, but just the illegal procedures, too many men on the field, all those things, delay game, they were just killers tonight for the Liberators as they lose it 35-0 to School of the Osage, and the first time these two teams have ever met. We'll give you some finals as we have them here. We already mentioned Nixa 49, Republic 14 final, Carthage 55, Waynesville 7. That one's gone final. Capital City 45, Carl Junction 7. That one's final. Is Capital City a Class 5 or Class 6?
Class 5, Capital City Cavaliers.
Mountain Home 24, West Plains 7. So the Ozark Mountain Conference not faring too well so far. Hey, here's one that wasn't on there. Camdenton is taking on Jeff City tonight, 46-35. to 14 in the third quarter. Camden with the lead over your Jays. Oh, boy. You got a score from Hillcrest up 20-0 in the third. Marshfield still got a halftime score there, 6-0 over Parkview at the half. Sweet Spring 8-0 over Rogersville in the fourth quarter. So the new Ozark Mountain Conference not faring too well this evening on the opening night of football here in 2024. You want to read some post-game stats?
Yeah, we don't have too much. We had a little bit more scoring there in the second half, but it was all done by Osage Indians. Nichols fumbled the opening kickoff. The Indians got the ball on the 22-yard line. We did stop them on that particular play, possession, though. We intercepted the ball in the end zone. Neal intercepted the ball in the end zone. But then they just went to scoring a 42-yard touchdown pick six for the Indians, and then a 42-yard run by the Indians, making the final score 35-0, putting us in the turbo clock here in the fourth. As far as a lot of numbers tonight, I mean, totals, we had Gardner Casey at quarterback. He was had 4 completions for 36 yards and 1 interception. Banner had 4 completions for 20 yards and 1 interception. Main target tonight was Connor Neal. He had two catches for 24 yards. Rushing the ball, Evan Nichols, 2 carries for 18. Connor Neal, 3 carries for 6. Maddox Neesmith, 17. Oh, no, that's Gardner Casey, 17 carries for 102 yards. And Mason McCurry had 5 carries for 26 yards. Cyrus Jackson closing out the rushing tonight with 7 carries for 19 yards.
Well, I just saw their big tailback, Aiden Williams, at 5'11", 205, and I'm guessing that's right. Just did a backflip. Yep, so
there you go. Kind of athletic, I'm telling you.
Yep. Well, that's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. 35-0 in favor of the Indians of Osage over our Bolivar Liberators. Liberators will be on the road next week at Harrisonville. You can catch that action right here about 6:45 on Your Country 99 and MoSportsZone.com. That'll wrap it up for us here. I want to thank all our fine sponsors. Thank you, Mr. Meyer, and thank you, Sutton Medley, for doing our camera. We'll have him on microphone next week. So long, and thank you for watching and listening to Bolivar Liberator Football on Your Country 99.
This Bolivar Liberator sports broadcast is made possible by these